Is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry trying to steal the Commonwealth away from the royal family? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? So, are they actually, Hazard and Megxie, trying to take over the Commonwealth and steal it away from the royal family? Now, I'm going to give you all the pieces. You can put it together and you guys can decide, but it's looking proper dodgy indeed. And let's start with piece number one, all the way back in January of this year, when it was announced that, yes, Megxie and Hazard had made an appearance in Jamaica at the Bob Marley movie premiere. Now, Jamaica is part of the Commonwealth. Yes, it is. And so they were there for the premiere of the Bob Marley One Love in Jamaica. They were on the red carpet speaking to people, including Bob Marley's son, Ziggy. So for me, first and foremost, they're firstly aligning themselves with Jamaica and one of the country's most famous families, okay, the Marley family, attending the premiere of the Bob Marley film. Apparently, they've been long-time fans of Bob Marley. I mean, come on, do you believe that? I know I don't, that's for certain, right? But they attended the film premiere after receiving an invite from the Robbins family, with whom they have a personal friendship with. Who is the Robbins family? Well, Brian Robbins is the president and CEO of Paramount Pictures, and he was there with his wife, Tracy James, right? Now, this trip was seen for what it was, though. Extremely political. And so this Jamaica trip was not especially welcome back in London, as their trip was criticised as being misguided due to its political connotations. And so the pair were branded insensitive after posing with Jamaican's Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who wants to ditch the monarchy, just as at the time King Charles was preparing for his surgery, as Princess Catherine was recovering from her own surgery, right? Now, according to The Times, the timing of Hazard and Megxie's visit as guests of Brian Robbins was not received particularly well by those at Buckingham Palace due to both political and personal reasons. And one well-placed source said the trip was not especially welcome back in London, whilst another said that the excursion was misguided. A source close to King Charles reportedly suggested that Hazard may have accepted the invitation because he's oblivious to the familial or political sensitivities of being photographed with the Jamaican Prime Minister. Now, I would say, oh, hell no. No. Hazard knew exactly, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, what he was doing by accepting that invitation and by posing with the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Why? Well, let's put it this way, right? Again, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. He's trying to set himself apart from the royal family, yeah? Saying, look, the royal family, you don't like them, that's fair enough, all right? I might be a part of the royal family, but I've split away from them, so I'm different, I'm better. You can trust me. I can lead you. I can be the head of the Commonwealth, right? Look at me. I'm awesome. I split from the royal family just like you guys want to split from the royal family and the Commonwealth, right? Come on, guys. Come on. It's there to see as far as I'm concerned. Especially when you also consider the fact, right, that when Prince William and Princess Catherine visited Jamaica, apparently there was an awkward exchange between them and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, turning around and telling them that his country was moving on, after which apparently Prince William pressed his lips together and agreed. Ho, guys. But let's go on to piece number 2, because we then have the Invictus Games in Canada in 2025, the Vancouver Whistler Games, right? And here we've got Hazard with his little blurb there saying the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 will offer a global platform to expand the range and profile of winter adaptive sports. With deep respect, I'm also pleased to share that the Games in Canada will be held in partnership with the First Nations in the spirit of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous communities. Fair enough. But let's not forget that the Invictus Games also happened in Canada back in 2017 in Toronto. Now, to my knowledge, it's the only country to host the Invictus Games twice. And wouldn't you have it, Canada is also part of the Commonwealth. Think about it, right? Hazza giving the Invictus Games to Canada twice over, a Commonwealth country. He's trying to get them on side to be like, I'm better than the royal family. Have me as the head of the Commonwealth or the de facto Commonwealth or whatever you want to call it, right? Oh, this is all my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, but it's not looking good, right? Now, why is this all relevant? Now, when they were in the royal family, Megxie was appointed vice president for the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. Now, Hazza at the time was actually its president, right? And so you then had the Queen's Commonwealth Trust and making the announcement on Twitter. We're delighted to announce that as of today, the Duchess of Sussex will take on the role of Vice President for the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. Please join us in welcoming Her Royal Highness to hashtag Team QCT. Now, she was HRH at that point. Okay, this was before she left the royal family. You then even had Kensington Palace also making the announcement as well, saying on hashtag International Women's Day, the Duchess of Sussex has become Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. The Queen's Com Trust, of which the Queen is patron and the Duke of Sussex is president, exists to champion, fund and connect young leaders around the world, hashtag Team QCT. Now, it looks like Megxie was angling for a major role in the Commonwealth from the start when you actually look at her wedding dress itself. Because in terms of the veil itself, it paid tribute to the Commonwealth with embroidered flowers representing all 53 countries. Now, this was highly, highly, highly clinical. And as far as I'm concerned, very manipulative of Megxie to do. Now, in the HBO documentary Queen of the World, Megxie explained, quote, "It was important for me, especially now being part of the royal family, to have all 53 of the Commonwealth countries incorporated. And I knew it would be a fun surprise for my now husband he didn't know. He was really over the moon to find that I would make this choice for our day together. And I think the other members of the family had a similar reaction." She continued by stating the royal family have an appreciation for the fact that we understand how important this is for us and the role that we play and the work that we're continuing to do within the Commonwealth countries. Now, Nick Kent, executive producer of the documentary, said, apart from being something she gave a lot of thought and care to, it shows an appreciation of something not everybody necessarily understands, which is that symbols are really important to the monarchy. And this is the thing, right? Ever since her wedding day, as far as I'm concerned, by doing what she did with the veil, she manipulated her way into having a very, very, very high profile role within the Commonwealth, right? But now that's lost because she ain't in the royal family anymore. She's trying to get it back because, now they're continuing their work in Nigeria, which, wouldn't you know it, is also a Commonwealth country. Oh, hell yeah. There's Nigeria right there. And, with Megxie saying that she's 43% Nigerian, firstly, is this true? Check my video that I did just a little over a week ago for that, because she claims a lot of things, guys. She really, really does. And secondly, is she saying this to emotionally manipulate a country into loving her and supporting her? All this whilst visiting other Commonwealth countries, such as, we've got Canada and Jamaica so far, to take over from the royals. Is this some kind of coup? Is this some kind of secret attempt to actually steal the whole of the Commonwealth from the royal family so that they can rule it themselves, so that they can be a quasi-king and queen of the Commonwealth? Guys, I've laid it out for you. You guys can decide on that one. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on whether Hazza and Megzy are taking over the Commonwealth, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.